Greek mythology, an inexhaustible treasure trove, offers not only tales of powerful gods and brave heroes, but also reflections of the human soul, timeless lessons about life and fate. Among these countless stories, the myth of Icarus, the young man with self-made wax wings, stands out as a poignant ballad of youth, of burning aspirations for freedom, of recklessness, and the price paid for dreams that reach beyond grasp. Often, we hear the story of Icarus as a warning against arrogance, against disobeying elders. But if we discard this dry didactic layer and look deeper into the narrative, we see Icarus emerge not just as a foolish boy, but as a symbol of youth itself, full of fervor, passion, and recklessness, with all its inherent beauty and tragedy. This essay will delve into analyzing the story of Icarus from this perspective, exploring the profound and haunting layers of meaning about adolescence and its burning desires. Wax wings, symbol of dreams and the fragility of youth. To truly understand the story of Icarus, we need to decipher the symbolism of the wax wings. The wings are not merely a means for Icarus to fly. They are also an allegory for the dreams, ambitions, and aspirations of youth. Adolescence is a time when people are brimming with ideas, energy, and belief in their own abilities. They dream of great things, brilliant successes, and exciting adventures. The wax wings, created from Daedalus's ingenuity and effort, represent the limitless potential, the yet-to-be-tapped capabilities of youth. They are a symbol of the power of will, of creativity, and of the desire to soar. However, the wax wings also carry within them fragility and vulnerability. Wax, a material that melts easily and is susceptible to high temperatures, illustrates the naivety, inexperience, and vulnerability of youth. The dreams and ambitions of youth, no matter how beautiful and powerful, can also easily shatter and collapse when faced with challenges, temptations, and harsh external factors. The sun, a symbol of brilliance, power, and sometimes temptation, becomes the very cause of the wax wings melting, leading to Icarus's tragedy. This is a reminder of the pitfalls, the dangers always lurking for youth, the temptations of material things, fame, and power that can lead young people astray, causing them to lose themselves and pay a heavy price. Sun and sea, the delicate boundary between dream and reality. Daedalus's warning not to fly too close to the sun or too low to the sea further highlights the delicate boundary between dream and reality, between freedom and limitation. The sun, in this story, can be understood as a symbol of overly ambitious goals, illusions of grandeur, or blindness to temptation. When Icarus flew too close to the sun, he crossed the safe boundary, ignored warnings, and became consumed by arrogance and illusions of his own limitless ability. This is a common psychological state in youth, when they are easily swayed by emotions, struggle to control excitement, and sometimes underestimate potential dangers. Conversely, the sea, with its depth, mystery, and occasional ferocity, can symbolize harsh reality, the limitations of humanity, and the unforeseen consequences of overstepping boundaries. If Icarus flew too low to the sea, the moisture from the sea could wet his wings, making them heavy and causing him to lose control. This reminds us of the real difficulties and challenges that young people must face on their journey to adulthood. Life is not always rosy. It also includes thorns, failures, and sorrows. Youth needs to learn to balance dream and reality, aspiration and ability, freedom and responsibility. Finding the right flying distance, neither too high nor too low, is the lesson of moderation, wisdom and self-control that Icarus failed to learn. Daedalus, the father figure, and the conflict between protection and freedom. The figure of Daedalus, the ingenious and cautious father, also plays a crucial role in highlighting Icarus's tragedy. Daedalus is not only the creator of the wings, but also a symbol of experience, wisdom, and parental love. His warning to Icarus is not just an order, but also the worry and deep concern of a father for his beloved son. He wants to protect Icarus from danger, wants his son to be safe and successful. However, the relationship between Daedalus and Icarus also reflects the eternal conflict between parents and children, between protection and the desire for freedom. Daedalus, with his life experience, wants to control and guide Icarus's path, wants his son to follow safe, proven routes. But Icarus, with the rebellious spirit of youth, yearns for freedom, wants to explore the world on his own, make his own decisions. This difference in viewpoints, in aspirations between father and son, has created an invisible gap, making Daedalus's advice seem distant and difficult for Icarus to heed. Icarus's tragedy, therefore, is also a tragedy of miscommunication, of a lack of understanding between generations, an issue that remains relevant in modern society. Icarus in the mirror of modern youth, aspiration, pressure, and lost direction. The story of Icarus, though born thousands of years ago, still retains its symbolic value and relevance to contemporary youth. In modern society, young people face immense pressure: academic pressure, career pressure, pressure from family, society, and especially the pressure to succeed, to stand out, to reach the top. The success stories painted on social media, the promises of quick success and easy wealth, can lure young people into illusions, causing them to forget true values and solid steps. Just as Icarus was fascinated by the sun, many young people today are also easily attracted by external glitter, distant goals, and lose their sobriety and ability to assess their own capabilities. They rush into endless races, ignoring sincere advice, disregarding their own limitations, and ultimately face failures, disillusionment, and even spiritual disorientation and crisis. The story of Icarus reminds us that dreams are necessary, but we need to dream realistically, in accordance with our own abilities and circumstances. True success does not come from shortcuts or illusions, but from persistent effort, perseverance, and the ability to learn from mistakes. Emotions in the fateful flight, from excitement to panic. To make the story of Icarus even more vivid and relatable, we can imagine Icarus's emotional journey during his fateful flight. Initially, when the wings lifted him into the air, Icarus must have been filled with joy, exhilaration, and a sense of ultimate freedom. For the first time in his life, he experienced the feeling of flying like a bird, seeing the world from a completely new perspective. Excitement, pride, and a sense of conquest surely flooded the young man's soul. But as Icarus began to fly higher, closer to the sun, perhaps the initial excitement gradually shifted to overconfidence, even arrogance. He forgot his father's warnings, indulged in the feeling of power, the feeling of superiority, and lost his vigilance. And then, when the wax began to melt, when the wings lost their support, confidence quickly turned into panic, fear, and despair. Icarus realized that he had gone too far, had overstepped his boundaries, and now there was no way to recover. The free fall into the deep sea is not only a tragic physical end, but also a complete spiritual collapse, the shattering of illusions, and the realization of the heavy price to pay for recklessness and lack of judgment. Conclusion: timeless lesson and ode to youth. The story of Icarus, when viewed as an allegory for youth, offers a message that is both tragic and profound. It is not just a warning against arrogance and disobedience, but also a poignant portrayal of adolescence, with all its beauty, aspirations, passions, and also its mistakes and stumbles. It reminds us that youth is a precious and valuable period, even though it may be full of challenges and setbacks. It is these experiences, both successes and failures, that will mold a mature person, helping us learn, grow, and find deeper meaning in life. The myth of Icarus, though ending in tragedy, still resonates with the optimistic spirit and eternal aspirations of youth. It is a reminder that, even though life may be full of difficulties and challenges, the flame of passion, aspiration, and the spirit of freedom in youth will never be extinguished. And it is these very things that are the core value, the eternal beauty of adolescence, far surpassing any success or failure, any glory or shame. Icarus may have fallen into the sea, but his dream of flying, his desire to reach the sky lives on, becoming a source of inspiration for countless generations of young people on their journey to conquer peaks and explore their own limitations. The story of Icarus, therefore, is not just a sad myth, but also a timeless ode to youth, to the power of dreams, and to humanity's eternal journey on the path of seeking meaning in life. It is a sorrowful tale, yet also a hopeful song about the vibrant vitality of youth, a phase that, though fleeting, holds within it infinite potential and eternal aspirations.